On a foggy morning in the Pacific Northwest, a woman out for a quiet hike spotted a tall, dark figure ahead on an old logging road. As she froze in place, the figure veered off the trail and disappeared into the dense underbrush. She quickly pulled out her phone and snapped a photo before it vanished. Looking back, she believes she saw Bigfoot. Whether it was real or just the fog playing tricks, the eerie silence and the sighting still haunts her. A woman and her friend were hiking when they finally reached the waterfall. There, they took this video.
Take your breath away? Took your breath away, right? Did it take your breath away? Take your breath away? Took your breath away, right? Did it take your breath away?
Suddenly, her ponytail flipped forward, like something had pushed it from behind. There was no sign of wind, nothing else in the frame moved. It looked as if an invisible force had passed right by her. She didn't react, kept walking as if nothing had happened. Maybe it was just air pressure, or maybe something we can't explain. While out for a walk, a woman noticed fire coming from nearby, so she went up to check. Apparently, a house was on fire. While filming the scene, something happened that made no sense. As flames swallowed the structure, the camera caught a human figure standing right in the heart of the inferno, something she didn't notice at the time. It wasn't moving, flinching, or burning, just calmly standing there, untouched by the chaos. Everyone inside it had already evacuated. So who, or what, was it? In the Australian outback, a group of hikers tracking the Yowie captured some intriguing thermal footage. In one shot, 4 humans are clearly visible, but to the left, an unusually large heat signature appears. It doesn't match the shape or size of a human, or any known animal. Strangely, they hadn't seen anything there during the hike. Now they're left wondering, what was standing next to them that could have caused this? While hiking through Arunachal Pradesh's remote Anjar district, this hiker found himself facing a terrifying decision.
Pray, Joseph!
To continue his journey, he had to cross a narrow, unstable bridge nearly swallowed by floodwaters. The current roared beneath him. One wrong step, one slippery plank, and he'd be swept away in seconds. But after a few heart-pounding moments, he made it safely to the other side. A Reddit user shared their experience after visiting the deserted village at Watchung Reservation in New Jersey with family. While walking past the old Wilcox and Badgley Cemetery, they said the air suddenly felt heavier, like something was just off. They snapped a few quick photos and continued on their way. But later, they noticed something in the pictures. Between the trees stood a person, clear as day. They swear no one had been there when the photo was taken. Did they accidentally capture something from the past, still lingering near the cemetery? Or did they simply not notice someone quietly walking in the woods? On July 7th, 2025, YouTuber Shadow Hollow set out on a solo night hike through the forest. But things quickly took a strange turn.
Cross over this. The fuck? I saw something.
weird sounds started coming from deep within the trees. Then suddenly, a pair of glowing eyes appeared in the distance. It was clear. Someone, or something, was out there with him. The strange noises continued, so he made the decision to leave. But that's when he saw this.
Fuck this. Yeah.
Something was running straight toward him. He didn't stop to get a better look, just ran. Thankfully, he made it back to his car and out of the forest. But whatever was out there that night remains a mystery. Deep in the forest, a group of hikers found something that stopped them in their tracks. A massive snakeskin, stretched over 10 meters long, but the strange part was the skull, carefully placed at the very end of the skin. Some even thought it was from a mythical creature, but most were pretty sure someone had arranged it that way, which doesn't make it any less creepy. Who would do that? Where did they get that snakeskin and the skull? And what was its purpose? The hikers recorded it in fascination, but left soon after. It was just too weird. About 2 decades ago, a friend retrieved an old trail camera from a remote area in northern Indiana. When he developed the film, one photo stood out. It showed a strange, semi-transparent white blur at the center. Some believed it looked like a ghostly figure or a paranormal mist. Others guessed it might just be something moving quickly during the camera flash. One viewer pointed out that it could be a bat in mid-flight, even identifying faint wing patterns. To this day, nobody knows for sure what the camera captured that night. A hiker went exploring deep in the forest when he stumbled upon an old rusted car surrounded by trees and overgrown brush. At first he thought it was just an abandoned vehicle, until he remembered a missing person case from years ago. The person had last been seen driving near the area and never returned home. The hiker recorded a video and quickly went home to dig deeper into the case. Turned out, the missing person had been driving a car eerily similar to the one he found. Whether it was confirmed by authorities remains unknown, so what exactly happened to that person is still a mystery. But the hiker was convinced it was connected. The whole area around the car just felt heavy. In June 2022, 3-year-old Riker Webb went missing near his home in Montana, triggering a widespread and urgent search. Riker was said to have a fascination with bugs, and it's believed this innocent curiosity led him to wander off into the forest. Despite a rapid response and massive search effort, Riker somehow evaded detection for 2 full days, surviving heavy rain, near freezing temperatures, and the harsh Montana wilderness. When he was finally found, over 2 miles from where he was last seen, he was remarkably unharmed, which was unusual, especially in that region, home to grizzlies, mountain lions, coyotes, and bobcats. Apparently, he had taken shelter in an old outdoor shed. But what most people don't know is what he reportedly said afterward. His older brother Caden once shared a now deleted TikTok that later resurfaced.
Keep asking about what happened. Riker, do you remember when you got lost?
Mm-hmm.
What do you see?
I see a house.
A house? In the woods?
Yeah. So I can live and then I can live in,
Someone lived in the house?
yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. That was scary. You okay though now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Riker was only 4 when that video was recorded. His memory may have faded or blurred with imagination. Still, it's strange. Some locals say he wasn't quite the same when he came back, that something had changed. And some quietly wonder, maybe he wasn't alone out there. Maybe something led him into those woods, and something else brought him back out. While hiking with his son and grandson at Shades State Park in Indiana, a man tried to avoid the muddy trail and stepped off slightly to find firmer ground. But with one step, he was suddenly knee-deep in thick, quick mud. The more he tried to lift himself, the deeper he sank. With no branches nearby and nothing to grab onto, he had to fall forward and claw his way out. The mud was so heavy, it pulled at his boots and pants. Luckily, his family was there to help him. Without them, he would have been left stuck. A woman was out for a quiet walk when something strange caught her eye, high up in a tree. She was too scared to get closer, so she took this photo from afar. The figure seemed to be covered in hair, with long dangling arms and a head too big for a human. Maybe it's just a doll, or maybe a person. Both very unsettling things to come across in the woods. But maybe, just maybe, it's a small Bigfoot. Or is there another animal it could be? Sarah Shamblin, a solo van lifer, had parked at a remote campsite after a few days in town. She planned a quiet night to edit, cook, and rest. After dark, a car pulled up behind her.
Somebody just parked behind me. Hey guys. Sorry, my dog's not very friendly. This is a single campsite. Are you planning on camping here? I mean, this is site 2. I mean, were you guys all friends? Okay, my dog isn't friendly. Like, he's growling right now, so I mean, it's up to you, I guess, but I'd feel more comfortable if I was alone. Okay. Okay, they're leaving. Oh my goodness. I can pull the Toby's not friendly card, and I love that he does growl. They're gone now. She said, I'm not sure if you heard this part. Sorry, the lisp. Well, we don't really like dogs anyway, so we'll just keep going. I don't even think she meant that, because no one doesn't like dogs. You like dogs. I know you like dogs. You like unfriendly dogs. That's fair. But like, also, you just wanted the power of making your own decision, and you didn't want to be kicked out by some random girl in her van. I'm gonna lock my doors.
Calmly, Sarah told them it was a single campsite and that her dog, Toby, wasn't friendly. Toby growled, adding weight to her words. The group eventually left, and Sarah locked her doors and stayed alert. Always bring a big dog when you are camping alone. While working near Udachny in Siberia, a group of miners stumbled upon something bizarre. Beneath layers of ancient, diamond-rich earth, they uncovered a mummified creature with a rodent-like skull, strange limbs, and long hind legs, completely unlike anything known. What shocked experts wasn't just the creature's odd form, but how perfectly preserved it was. Believed to date back to the Mesozoic era, it may have been frozen for millions of years in Siberia's permafrost. It's now housed in Yakutsk for study, waiting to answer all our questions. A man was hiking and exploring the area when he suddenly heard a growl. As he continued his walk, he came across some strange things. Bones, structures, and footprints. Then he heard footsteps. But while trying to pinpoint the sound, he accidentally captured something. A large creature walking right in front of him. Later in the video, he spotted it up close.
Yeah,
got a better angle, I think. You see that thing moving? Something's moving. Something is moving. Freak! You gotta be kidding me. Okay. That's some footage, but...
The figure appears massive, likely around 8 feet tall. Scared, he decided to back off. Many believe it's real footage of Bigfoot. Watch the full video later on his channel and decide for yourself. Real or hoax? A man was hiking when he came across something disturbing.
Look. Bro. Like what? Bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at this. Bro, like, did somebody put something in the water? And it's all the way back out through there, bro. Look at all those fish. Look at all of these dead fish, bro. These are alive in this little spot, as y'all can see. Look at that, bro. What in the world is going on? This is crazy. Look at this, like even at my feet, bro. The minnows, everything, bro. This is the craziest. Bro, I've never seen nothing like this in my life, bro. Ever. Look even back there, bro. I've never seen anything like this in my life. What is going on?
Dozens of fish lay lifeless across the surface, stretching far along the waterline. The contrast was sharp. Where fresh water flowed in, life still clung on, but the pond itself seemed toxic. No visible pollution, no obvious cause. But whatever's in that water, it clearly isn't safe. A person was hiking near Belfast when they captured 2 strange photos of a metallic orb. The object was first seen hovering low near the treetops, close to what appears to be construction equipment. It had a smooth, shiny surface and no visible support. Moments later, the orb was seen much higher in the sky, ascending rapidly on a vertical path. The witness said it disappeared soon after. Just a silent silver sphere rising straight up into the sky. While hiking on a rainy day, a woman noticed a scary masked figure staring at her from the middle of a field. For a minute, she was terrified, until she realized what it actually was. Just a horse in a raincoat. The shape of the coat, the way it folded, and the lighting all created a freaky illusion that fooled the eyes. Interesting how the brain jumps to fear before facts. This woman went hiking and camping in the Australian wilderness, but at night, this happened.
I don't think I've slept 1 single minute the entire night. It's just so loud. There it is.
The wind howled endlessly, and she felt like something was circling her tent. Maybe a wild animal, or maybe even a person. Later she admitted the fear probably got to her head, and it wasn't as dangerous as she thought at the time. Still, she didn't sleep that night, but still had to continue her hike the next day. Hopefully, her next stop will be more peaceful. After a snowstorm, a man walked into the forest and noticed white smoke rising from a tree. The ground was untouched, covered in fresh snow, and there were no signs of a fire or anyone nearby. He posted the footage online, and theories followed. Some claimed it was a hidden entrance to an underground bunker, saying that faint smoke wasn't random, it was a clue to something secret happening below. But I wonder if this isn't just some rare natural phenomenon. A young conservation worker was patrolling a state forest late one night when she came across something disturbing. Hanging from a tree in a restricted area was a full deer skeleton. It wasn't just the bones that spooked her. It was the fact that this spot was nearly 10 miles deep, locked behind a gate only a few staff had keys for. Someone had to hike all the way in just to hang it there. It felt less like a prank and more like a warning. While hiking, a group of friends saw something strange in the thick, muddy waters. The water was too cloudy to see clearly, and no one seemed able to identify it. After a short observation, the creature disappeared into the water and was not seen again. Some believe it was an undiscovered species. Others dismissed it as fake. I guess we'll never truly know. A hiker was enjoying his walk when he suddenly spotted two unusual figures he couldn't identify. He zoomed in and recorded it. There appears to be an animal on all fours moving calmly. But behind it stood a hunched figure on two legs, moving unnaturally. Its motions didn't match any known human or animal. Strangely, the animal showed no fear or awareness. If it sensed danger, it likely would have run. Some believe the second figure could be a shapeshifter or a skinwalker. Others say it's just a person in odd clothing. But the strange movement and poor video quality leave the truth unclear. A beachgoer was walking along the shore when he spotted a strange, slimy lump poking out of the sand. But as soon as he touched it, the thing started to shrink. Thinking he'd found something extraordinary, he posted it online. Turns out, it was a moon snail. These snails are known for their massive fleshy bodies that quickly tuck back into their shells when they feel threatened. Moon snails feed on clams and can carry toxins that may make people sick. Best to leave them alone. This strange video was recorded by some hikers. A strange patch of water looks like it's boiling, but it's not hot. Instead, the surface keeps jumping in a steady, restless motion. Some think it might be caused by an underwater spring or gas vent pushing bubbles up. Others say it could be vibrations from nearby machines or pumps. Whatever it is, witnessing that must have been confusing. Sophie planned a solo overnight camping trip in a forest near her home in Denmark. She found a spot and set up camp, but soon noticed a fire pit nearby, proof that others had been there before her.
I just walked like 10 meters from where I put down my bag, and there is this open spot where it looks as if someone has made like a fireplace up here. So I'm not the only one trying to escape all the people. This is a very nice spot. So I'm gonna get my bag from right over here, and then I'm gonna stay here. Yeah, just when I thought I was alone, there are 5 guys driving through on their bikes, screaming and giving me a big shock. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and cook dinner and maybe camp. I don't know. We'll see.
As evening fell, loud music echoed through the trees.
So now should be the time where I put up the tent and get ready for the night. I don't know. I don't think I feel like staying here for the night. Like, I can hear loud music in the distance. And I can hear cars very close by. Oh, now there is a guy biking right here. Yeah, I think I need to pack up and then just go home in my bed.
Though it wasn't a direct threat, the presence of men camping close by unsettled her enough to decide to leave. In Oregon, a man noticed steam rising from the road near a forest and tar starting to melt.
It's interesting how it all...
Portland, Oregon.
How it all did this. It came up through the... Look at that.
Yeah, they say this is a volcano 100 years ago, but this is crazy.
The road is... This road's steaming now.
Ben, look at this. Look how easy it is for me to chip away at the road. Look.
This is amazing, isn't it?
You guys, it's hot too. The ground is hot. You can. Look at this one's really kicking.
Some suspected a dormant volcano might be reawakening. Later, it was confirmed to be a burst hot water pipe beneath the surface. The heat caused the road to soften and steam. What looked like a natural disaster was just an underground leak. Dee went into the forest one night with just her flashlight and camera. The path was clear when she entered, but on her way back, something felt off. She turned around and left fast. Later, while watching her footage, she spotted a dark, shadowy figure partly hidden behind a tree. Some say it's Bigfoot. Others say it's a person. Whatever it was, it's definitely creepy. A man was walking around his neighborhood when he spotted something odd and quietly recorded it. The creature looked like a small ape, but he claimed no such animals lived in his area. So he posted the video online, asking for opinions, but no one seemed to be able to explain it. Do you have an idea? During a trip in Anna, Illinois, a family captured this eerie moment in the sky. At first glance, it looked like something out of a disaster movie. Turns out it's called a storm wall, or more technically, a shelf cloud. These form when cold air from a thunderstorm pushes under warm air, lifting it and creating that spooky wedge along the horizon. They look threatening, but they're not tornadoes or anything destructive like that. Still, the sight alone can make your heart skip. In 1988, Gregor Spory, a Swiss businessman chasing ancient mysteries, traveled to Egypt hoping to find something extraordinary. He explored the Red Sea, crawled through the Great Pyramid of Giza, and even bribed guards to spend a night by Khufu sarcophagus. But everything felt underwhelming, until a hotel waiter pointed him to Bir Hooker, a village far from Cairo. There, Spory met an old Tomb Raider descendant who revealed this bizarre relic: a 58-centimeter long, mummified, human-like finger. Spory paid $300 to photograph it. Though science dismissed it, legends of giants lingered, and so did the mystery. This photo was recently shared online. It shows a little girl, but right beside her is what appears to be another child. According to the uploader, the image was taken by her mother on a regular phone. She insists only her daughter was present and no one else was around. Yet the photo clearly shows another figure beside her. Many commenters agree it doesn't look like a blur or camera glitch. So how can this image be explained, other than the paranormal? And for more, watch this next video.